Hello and welcome to another edition of Saints Talk. Throughout the year we've been talking to Flagler student athletes and coaches, and now we have the pleasure of having men's and women's head golf coach, director of golf, Santiago Interview with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
And you're the year. You're the good year. Very good year. So we just come out the Peach Belt Conference tournament, and the men's and women's team were both victorious. And I believe that's the first time in conference history that's ever happened.
Yeah,
from the same school.
That is correct. This is the first time that ever happened, and it was a very special weekend for us. That's for sure.
Now I want to talk specifically about the girls because you hear the phrase we could get used to this. Well, they are getting used to this because that was the third time in a row they've won. So you've seen some great golfers come through the program, especially team MVP this year, Pauline Tatum. But can you talk a little about the girls and how they've been able to pull off a three-peat?
Well, it starts with having a group that they all want to work together and they have a common goal, which is getting as good as we can. And we had a little more mature group, being like the third year, like you said, and some of these girls, three of them on the lineup were seniors, so that always helps. So coming into this conference championship, our confidence was pretty good. They were feeling comfortable coming into the tournament, but they truly work very hard all year, and they know that in the fall wasn't a great fall for us. And they kept working on the off season. They kept working on this spring, and I think this year they work harder than other years. So it was pretty special. They really wanted it.
That's great. And what did you see on the men's side during the tournament?
Well, on the men's side, we have a younger team. We have one senior, but besides that, everybody else is either freshman or sophomore. Playing, and with a younger team takes a little bit of time to gain an experience and how we want to play, and they also, it's like I wouldn't change the group for anything. They from the first tournament of the year till the last one, we just kept getting better and better and better, and some things got together, and a lot of them stepped up. They truly wanted to win. Like they truly not only wanted to win, but they believed they could win. You're not going to win, a championship if you don't believe that you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
At some point in 3 days, you're going to give it away if you don't believe that you deserve it and you're capable. So I'm extremely proud of them. We were the 7th ranked team in the conference coming in it. And we had some great teams in our conference, highly ranked teams, and and the guys put it together. They prepare, they sacrifice, but I don't think it's hard work. I think it's a passion that they have, and the guys, they like to win regardless of what we do at practice and games. It's always about, they try to outdo each other, so that pushes you to get better, and I'm also extremely proud of what they've done.
That's great, and I want to talk briefly about your two team MVPs. You had Pauline Tatum on the women's side and Juan Natura on the men's side. Can you talk about their influence to the programs?
Yeah, both of them, they actually they started working hard. People could say, they must work really hard this year so they got better. I don't say they started working hard years back. Sometimes in golf it takes a little time to mature your game and to learn a few things, and all that effort that you're putting today, it may not be showing tomorrow, but at some point it'll shows. And both of them were leaders on and off the golf course. Both are them extremely good students, and on the golf course they definitely push their teammates. And it was gives a little bit of a more confidence to the team in knowing that you have somebody that is going to put a good number out there and it keeps you keeps you going. It's going to pick up if you give something away. They're helping you pick it up, and they mature a lot. They're very, very positive attitudes. on practices again, around campus,
Mm-hmm.
on trips, so and that pushes away negativity. They're looking up to them, and if you don't hear the leaders complaining, the younger ones are not going to be complaining.
Right.
And that always, they're both going to be greatly missed. Fortunately, Juan is going to be sticking around with us next year.
Oh, very good.
We're going to miss Natalia, but unfortunately won't be able to keep her. But we have Juan is going to stay 1 year with us, so I know for 1 year I'll have him with us, and he's definitely going to keep help me with all the new players coming in and mentoring and coaching them, and so I'm excited.
Yeah, well, we are too, because he's been such a great part of this department and school. You mentioned Pauline and Juan just being great students as well, so It's always good to have that presence still around. So that's very cool. Now, thanks to their efforts and the team's efforts in the conference tournament, you guys are going to keep on playing.
Yep.
You got regionals and super regionals coming up. Men's golf Southie Regional at the Howie in the Hills, Florida Golf Course. That's correct. That's May 9th through May 11th, and in the women's golf super regional in Cleveland, Tennessee, not to be mistaken with the world famous Cleveland, Ohio. I'm sure. I've never been to Cleveland, Tennessee, but we're very happy to be going there. That's May 6th through 8th. What are you guys looking forward to? Like, what's the mindset? How are you guys preparing? And
well, this is a tough week to prepare. There's a lot of things going on in school with finals, so we've been working around. It's starting even after conference. They already have papers due and presentations and portfolios and exams and everything. So we'll be Natalia and I will be working around their schedules, and they've truly been working at it, coming out whenever possible. So preparing the best that we can. You can see that they were a little bit mentally tired. Even at practices. So that was a little bit challenging. So we're shorting out the stuff. But now things are done. So we're going to finish strong and head out that way. We're leaving Saturday with the girls, and Sunday's our practice round, and Monday start the tournament. Expectations are, I don't want to say you can't, in golf you cannot, think what the other players are going to do, but I guarantee you that my girls are going to give it all they have, and they're going to keep a positive attitude, and hopefully we'll make more birdies and less bogeys than the other teams, and we keep on moving. With the boys, we'll be leaving next Wednesday, so we give us a little more time after finals to prepare for it. And again, they're coming in with confidence. They're both coming in with wins, and it's kind of the same way. We're just going to try to see how well we can prepare in one round for the tournament, and we'll see what happens.
Well, you guys certainly have some busy times ahead of you, which is exactly what you want this time of year, because it means you guys have finished well and you're continuing on. And we were very excited to see what you guys did, both sides, the men's and women's, what they did at the end of the conference tournament, and the way they were able to come on top. And now we're excited to see what they do in the regionals, and hopefully continue on to the national championships.
Yeah, obviously our goal is moving on to the national championship and going with the girls to West Palm Beach to PGA National, and going up to West Virginia with the boys will be pretty awesome. We have players that can help us take the team there, and we got great leadership inside the team, so it's gonna be fun to going up there, and whatever happens. But again, I'm so thankful for the work that they did this year, the effort that they put, and the passion that they have for this game. They truly made this department look good. They make me look good. So that's, as a coach, it's always fun to see the group that I have. So
absolutely, and we were really looking forward to seeing what they can do out there, especially since we've got so many great people on the team. So Santiago, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you, Larry, for taking the time to talk to me.
Absolutely.